Okay.
I think originates from the beginning of creation. So God created people. If we're talking about God, we're talking about the Creator God.
I'm saying, what gives them the moral compass when they have brought destruction and death to every last single continent on this planet and have done crimes of genocide to almost every group of people? How can they be the moral compass to say who is God's chosen to say His word and speak His word?
So I do have to start at the beginning for this. So it might not seem like I'm answering your question, but I need to start with a fundamental understanding of humanity. So man is not perfect. God created them. So in a way, God allowed free will to occur, and man used that free will to sin against a holy God. They disobeyed Him, and ever since that point, we all each are sinners. Like I was just asking, are you a good person? Each one of us would have to say, no, inherently, no. I lie, I lust, I steal, I hate, I have these unholy things in me just because I'm a human. And because of that, I think man is the reason. Men are to blame, not God, but men are to blame for killing, for hatred, like hateful acts, for stealing from others, lying to gain power and to rule over others. Men trying to be God are the reason that all these horrific things have ever happened. It's not because of God. God does not cause sin to happen. God does not force us to do those things. He is only good, and He is only holy. He's perfect. Like, literally.
So if we're made in the image of God, then shouldn't we be perfect as well?
Shouldn't we? Unfortunately, we simply aren't. We just simply are sinful beings, and we cannot please God on our own. It's just impossible.
We first have to realize what is the real definition of sin. And sin was not what people portray it to be with lying, stealing, cheating, all that stuff. Sin is actually, in its etymology and origin of the definition of sin, is to miss the mark. And just like an archer would miss the mark of a target, you are missing the mark. What is the mark then? What is the mark? Hold on. No, right? Don't guess. The mark is you being the best, absolute best individual that you can be in your own authenticity, not socially programmed, not what other people want you to be, but in your own. Do you need to get by? Oh, you can't get by?
I tried.
Yeah, you should be able to make it. Yeah.
There we go.
Perfect.
Well,
okay.
I do not want to cut this conversation off, but I just want you to know that I have to take these kids back soon. Sorry.
I don't see any goats, but okay. Are you a goat?
Kids?
Are you a goat? You guys aren't goats, right? Children, young teenagers, young men.
Young
okay.
Males.
Yeah, masculine.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we were to be honest and righteous and not steal, lie, and things like that, then does that mean that all of the Christians then are ready and prepared to give their Aboriginal people back their land that they stole from them?
Well, the sad thing is it's impossible for a man to do that. It's impossible.
How is that
for
impossible?
a man to perfectly fulfill all of those laws because
No, not a law. I'm saying
you said stealing and lying and all of that. It's impossible for a man to not commit those
But
things.
it's not impossible for them to return the land back to the original people.
Yeah,
That's not impossible.
Sure.
They started doing it in Africa. They did it in Australia.
I can't control that.
I'm not saying control. I'm saying, are the Christians then prepared to do something like that? Since they're about not stealing. Stealing is one of the commandments. So are they going to live up to their commandments that they are?
Well, the final commandment.
Would you live up to that? Would you give the Aboriginal people their land back?
If I had the power to do so, I would love to be a part of that. I want to be a part of anything that can help people who are made in the image of God And the final command that we were given by our God, who actually came down and became a man, Jesus Christ, said to make disciples of all nations. And that is what I think is within my power. If I know this is the truth, then the only thing a weak person like me, who's not influential, I don't have a lot of power, I'm being called, but my phone's ringing. But if I don't have any power to tell the world to stop doing these things, the first best thing I can do is at least share the truth about the gospel of Jesus Christ, and pray that His holiness, which can change a person's heart, would do that in our world. And it's gonna be one person at a time, like conversations like these. And I know I'm probably not converting you right now, but
well, it's not. See, my thing is that you won't convert me because I'm not religious. I'm very spiritual, and I'm one with the Creator, which is nature, and the universe, the Great Spirit. Okay, so our beliefs are very different in that sense. And your truth in believing in that is based on, you know, your upbringing and what you have been.
I was converted only 3 years ago.
Well, and what you have been exposed to, and I'm asking that you do some more research. Look up the Christian Black Codes, the Doctrine of Discovery, and things like that. The papal bulls that enslaved people on this land, and why this was thought to be okay in the first place. Those are the questions that need to be asked. How can people be, quote unquote, chosen as the authority, right, that we already had discussed? How can they be chosen, these specific people be chosen as God's, quote unquote, mouthpiece, God's speakers of His word, when they're going around to literally use those words to create slaves and to cast genocide upon many people, not just in the Americas, okay, but all across all these waters and lands, okay?
And I will try to do my research on that, and I feel like a lot of the things that you're referencing are not the Bible itself, what has claimed to be.
Oh, it's in the Bible as well.
These are additional texts that have been written by the Catholic Church, but if you're going to ask me to read those and to research that, can I ask you to maybe read the Bible sometime, or can I give you a tract and that you would read that?
Sweetheart, I have read the Bible. I was in and out of many different types of churches, many different denominations, whether it was Pentecostal, Seventh-day Adventist, Catholic. I've been to Buddhist temples. I've been to Laos temples. I've been to I have no issue with learning why people believe certain things, but when it is actually impeding on my people's livelihoods, their economic, their economic livelihoods, I have people out here on the streets that are homeless because of this. I have people in prisons all throughout this country that have made profits off of slavery in these ways, and it is a way to disinherit a people from their land. So the first thing would be for if any Christians want to actually have faith and do what is right within their own religion and beliefs, it would be to return the Aborigines land back to the Aborigines.
That's the only thing?
No, that would be the first step.
Okay. I'm getting called for the third time. What was your name?
My indigenous appellation is Khalifa Ma'at Zaire El Beishi, and my formal and ex relation to Talisa Hartley.
Nice to meet you.
You as well.
My name is Devin.
Devin what?
Braswell.
It's pretty okay.
Simple. Devin Ashley Braswell. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It was nice to speak with you.
Can't really see you guys now. It's kind of dark, but it was nice speaking with you, and you have a wonderful day. Well, evening now. Good night, gentlemen.